Hi, I'm Jane Castor, your Chief of Police, and thanks for watching On Duty. Tampa police officers beat the national trend in crime reduction for the 8th year in a row. In 2011, they cut crime by 7%. That translates to almost 1,100 fewer victims of crime than the year before. But our department is not resting on that success. TPD officers are working harder than ever to keep you safe.
After a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of bridge building and a lot of hand holding and a lot of relationships that were started and groomed and have grown over 10, 15 years, people in the neighborhoods realize that the police officers are their friends, that they're allies, that they're not the enemy. And as a result of that, we are all on the same team. It's us against the bad guys.
Under the leadership of Mayor Bob Buckhorn, crime has decreased yet another year. That equals 64% over the last 9 years, which translates to nearly 23,000 fewer victims of crime. A key to this success is the close working relationship Tampa police officers have with our citizens. They work together daily to solve and prevent crimes.
I feel like the sense of security has stepped up a little bit, and that, the city really cares for the people and that they really want to take care of us. So it makes me feel comfortable with my family and the children taking walks and just going out and about on a daily basis.
This community involvement is part of the department's Focus on 4 policing plan. It concentrates on proactive policing driven by real-time crime analysis. Commanders use that crime data to adjust their deployment of officers and operational plans weekly, daily, and sometimes hourly to stay ahead of crime trends. This will set the stage for a safe event when the Republican National Convention takes place in Tampa.
It makes me even prouder than I already am of the men and women of the Tampa Police Department. I mean, they're the ones that are on the ground. They're the ones that are out there at midnight when no one else is there. They're the ones that are driving these numbers down every day. And so for us to be able to showcase not only this city, but this police department, and that record of reducing crime over 64% over the last 8 years, that means there's 100,000 less victims in our city because of the men and women who wear that uniform every day.
Another aspect of our crime reduction plan is keeping guns out of the hands of criminals. Recently, the Tampa Police Department held a gun buyback program that yielded over 1,000 weapons. Those guns will never be used against an innocent victim. On Duty's Janelle McGregor shows us how the community and police are working together to reduce gun violence.
I'm standing in front of the Greater Mount Carmel AME Church, where Tampa police officers and East Tampa residents are rallying against gun violence. They are marching through this neighborhood, encouraging residents to turn in unwanted and illegal guns to the department's gun buyback program.
We're fired up, we ain't taking no more.
Just down the street from where the Tampa Police Department was hosting its gun buyback, citizens armed with megaphones and protest signs hit the streets. Their goal was to take their community back from gun violence and drugs. East Tampa Weed and Seed Coordinator Kim Miner worked with police to spearhead the march through the Rainbow Heights neighborhood.
It makes me feel absolutely wonderful to know that they are interested in what we are doing as a community, that they will come out and be with us to support us, to protect us, and to make sure that this march moves forward without a hitch.
Community leaders kicked off the anti-violence rally with a few words reminding citizens to team up with police and that together they can make East Tampa safe. While these officers marched side by side with residents, others spent the day keeping unwanted guns from possibly winding up in criminal hands. Mayor Bob Buckhorn sent a strong message to criminals as he picked up one of the 20 sawed-off shotguns recovered during the gun buyback.
This gun right here, this gun is made to kill people. This is not a gun for hunting. This is not a gun for defense. This gun is made to take another human being's life. Getting these guns off the street, one by one, is going to make a dramatic difference in the lives of many people in this community.
The mayor praised the community for working with police to make our city safer. All day long, Captain Brett Bartlett greeted the stream of citizens who showed up to the church looking to turn in guns for some extra cash.
Trying to get some of the guns out of the homes where people don't want them. Some people are concerned about the guns. They don't know how to use them. They're afraid the guns might be stolen, maybe used in a crime. It just gives the people a multiple set of reasons to get rid of guns they simply don't want anymore. So we owe that to the community to help them out.
The Tampa Bay Lightning partnered with police to help fund the gun buyback. They generously donated more than $12,000 towards keeping unwanted guns out of the city's neighborhoods. The department wouldn't have been able to pull the trigger on the buyback operation if it weren't for this type of community support. When the march kicked off, police had already collected close to 900 guns, and there was still a long line of residents waiting to turn in their guns to police in exchange for $50 cash. For On Duty, I'm Janelle McGregor.
1 month after the gun buyback program, the number of crimes committed with a gun dropped 24%. And that's just one crime statistic that's now easier to access on TPD's website. We've teamed up with Raids Online to provide our citizens with easy-to-read crime maps and analysis. The new website uses Google's well-known mapping system. It shows the crime type, street address, date, and time of incident. Now we can easily share crime information with you so that we can work together to make our city safer. You can also customize the interactive maps for your neighborhood or check out the entire city. Another major feature of the Raids Online website is a crime tip program that allows you to send an anonymous tip to TPD from the safety of your own home. The information contained in the tip will then be shared with an investigator. Your tip could help solve a crime or prevent a crime from even occurring. Thanks to a long list of community partners, TPD's regional bomb team has a new state-of-the-art operations center. A historic firehouse is now home to the impressive training facility. And one of our bomb team techs, Corporal Felicia Pecora, takes us on a tour of the new center.
Hi, I'm Corporal Felicia Pecora for this edition of On Duty. We're here today at the Tampa Police Department's new Bomb Operations Center located here in the heart of VM Ybor. Sergeant Seal, why do you think this community center is so important?
Felicia, this center and facility is going to be a great asset for the neighborhood, VM Ybor, because it's such a great community. It's going to help revitalize it. It'll also be utilized for the Bomb Operations Center for training and for the equipment utilized by the bomb squad. Not only that, but this facility will be used to house our horses for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for Ybor. They won't be here overnight, but they'll utilize the facility for a down area and to park their trailers. And we will have the horses actually walking from this facility into Ybor, so it puts more police presence in the neighborhood.
Now we're inside. Tell us a little bit about this part of the facility, Sarge.
Felicia, in here is where we keep our trucks and our equipment and the vehicles we utilize to respond to calls for service. This bay here is where they used to store the fire trucks, and now we're fortunate enough to have it to store our trucks and our equipment.
So this is a serious piece of equipment. I'm on the bomb team. I kind of know how it works. Sergeant Seal, our viewers may not know, so could you explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, this is another one of our tools that we utilize, and one of the reasons why we need a facility like this. This is a total containment vessel, which we utilize for hazardous materials and possible explosives. And what happens is, when we find hazardous materials or something that might be explosive in nature, we utilize this to place it into and dispose of it in another location. So we can transport different things inside this vessel safely and across the roadways to where we can take care of it in a safe location. All right, Felicia, well, now we're inside of the facility, which, as you can see, we've transformed a 1924 firehouse into a modern training facility and working facility for the bomb squad. This facility, which was redone with the help of the community, is a phenomenal place for us to utilize for our training and for our equipment.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your behind-the-scenes tour of the Tampa Police Department's Bomb Operations Center. I'm Corporal Felicia Pecora for On Duty.
This facility would never be possible without the generosity of our business and community partners. I'd like to take a moment to thank them. This is just another example of the teamwork that makes Tampa such a great city. For more than 100 years, a band of scallywags have tried to commandeer our great city, tossing loot to Tampa citizens. Tampa police officers were behind the scenes keeping the event safe. Fortunately, most people left with a neck full of beads instead of a pair of handcuffs. Arrests were down significantly, making Gasparilla a safer event for everyone. Thanks for watching On Duty. I'm Chief Jane Castor. I hope you have a great day.